Kayo ba ay nagbabalak na mag-apply ng Schengen Visa to visit the Netherlands? So ito po yung listahan ng mga dokumento na kakailanganin nyo sa pag-apply ng Schengen Visa. So syempre basahin po natin lahat itong mga nakalagay po dito sa checklist kasi importante po talaga lahat. Kailangan naka-based po kayo dito sa checklist kasi ito po yung official checklist na galing sa embassy talaga. So ito po yung checklist for visa application Philippines para po sa mga gustong mag-visit sa family or friends sa Netherlands. So nakalagay po dito, applications should be submitted in person. Also babies and children. And the following documents must be submitted. First, for every document, you must provide the original and one copy. Next, the documents are to be presented in or translated to Dutch, English, French, or Spanish. So, itong mga languages po ng documents ang tinatanggap nila. So, kung wala po dito sa apat, yung language ng mga documents nyo, kailangan nyo pong ipatranslate. Next, the documents submitted will not be returned. So, hindi po yun ibabalik. Only the travel document will be returned. So, yung passport lang po natin yung ibabalik. So, ngayon, yung first document, application, a completed and signed Schengen Visa application form. So, sa makikita niyo po dito, nakakulay blue po ito siya. Meaning, meron po ito siyang link. Na kapag i-click niyo po ito, mapupunta po kayo sa isang website and doon niyo po kailangan i-fill out yung application form. So, huwag kayong mag-alala. Gagawa po ako ng video kung paano ba mag-fill out ng application form para sa Schengen Visa kung mag-visit kayo sa Netherlands. And then number 2, travel documents, a passport or other travel document. Next is a copy of all pages of the passport. Actually, hindi talaga lahat ng pages yung kailangan yung i-copy. Ang importante lang po na meron kayong copy is yung biodata page and yung mga pages po na merong travel stamps at yung mga pages na merong visa stickers. So, meron pong note dito. Your passport or travel document must be valid for at least 3 months from the date on which you leave the Schengen area. Next, your passport or travel document must have at least 2 empty visa pages para at least meron pa silang space na malagyan ng visa. At the same time, meron pang space para sa mga travel stamps. Next is your passport or travel document cannot have been issued more than 10 years ago. So, depende na lang if applicable po ito sa inyo. If traveling with spouse and or children. Kailangan nyo ng marriage contract certified by the PSA. So, kapag magta-travel po kayo with your spouse, kailangan meron kayong marriage certificate na issued from the PSA. And then next is birth certificates of children, kung meron kayong kasama na anak nyo, na kailangan din issued from the PSA. And then ngayon, if applicable lang din po sa inyo, if applying for a minor, ito po yung first, if traveling alone or with only one parent, so kailangan nyo ng written consent of the non-traveling parent or legal guardian or proof of sole custody of the traveling parent or legal guardian. Next, if the name of the father does not appear in the PSA issued birth certificate, no consent is required. Next, kailangan po ng copy of biodata page of parents or legal guardian's passport. Next is birth certificate na galing po sa PSA. And then, if traveling alone, kailangan po ng DSWD clearance or travel clearance from DSWD. And then next document po, evidence of legal residence. So para po ito sa mga non-Filipino applicants na meron pong valid residence status in the Philippines. So, kailangan po ng copy of alien certificate registration valid at least 3 months beyond the date of departure from the territory of the member states. Next document, photo. A passport photo that meets Dutch passport requirements. This photo cannot have been taken more than 6 months ago and must bear a clear resemblance. So actually, ito po yung passport-sized photo with white background. So next document, proof of financial means. So makikita nyo nasa main list po talaga itong financial means. Kasi marami nagtatanong sa akin, kailangan ba talaga ng financial means kung sponsored naman? Ito po ay nasa main checklist. Ito po ay nasa main list. So kahit na sponsored yung travel nyo, kung meron kayong sariling financial means, then mas okay talaga na mag-provide din po kayo. So ito na po yung bank certification, bank books, personal bank statements showing regular income, credit card statements, or balance covering the last 6 months. And sa mga minor applicants, kailangan po ng proof of parents or legal guardians' economic means. So, ito pa rin po yun siya kapag minor yung applicant. And then next document, proof of travel. Meron po silang note dito. Make travel reservations which you can cancel in case your visa request will be refused. So, pwede po tayong mag-provide ng flight reservation. Hindi po natin kailangan mag-book ng confirmed ticket kasi hindi pa natin alam kung ma-approve ba or ma-denied yung application. So, nakalagay po dito copy of the travel itinerary, yung flight itinerary po natin. Next is proof of accommodation. So, pwede po tayong mag-submit ng confirmation of hotel booking kung mag-hotel po tayo, hotel voucher, or letter of promise of accommodation by the host. So, ito siya, kapag for example, sa family member kayo mag-i-stay or sa friends or sa boyfriend or kung kanino man kayo mag-i-stay na bahay, kailangan meron po silang letter of promise of accommodation. So, saan ba ito makukuha? Meron po silang sariling form nito and makikita nyo din po sa mismong website ng VFS. So, sige, papakita ko na lang po sa inyo. So, ito po yung letter of promise of accommodation by the host. So, ito po yung form na dapat nilang i-fill out. Kailangan po nila itong i-fill out and then kailangan po nilang ipa-legalize sa munisipyo po nila. And then next, kapag meron po kayong host, merong nag-invite sa inyo or merong nag-sponsor po sa travel nyo, kailangan po meron kayong proof of relationship such as birth certificate, marriage certificate, or photocopy of the biodata page of the sponsor's passport. Pero kung hindi naman kayo kasal, hindi naman kayo family member, kailangan meron po kayong photos together, chat conversation, or any documents na pwede nyong ma-provide to prove your genuine relationship with your host or sponsor. So next document po, proof of ties in the Philippines. Ito na po yung proof of social security contributions, SSS, kung meron po kayo. Next po is copy of real estate property or title deed, kung meron po kayong property sa Philippines. And then next po, proof of family ties in the Philippines. So pwede po kayong mag-provide ng birth certificate of your children, marriage certificate, and nakalagay po dito, these certificates should be issued by the PSA. So kung for example, hindi naman kayo kasal and wala naman kayong anak dyan sa Philippines, so pwede nyo pong i-provide yung marriage certificate ng parents nyo, birth certificate ng mga kapatid mo to prove na meron kang family dyan sa Philippines. And then next is proof of occupation. If employed, kailangan nyo po ng certificate of employment, certificate of leave absence, latest income tax return. And kapag meron kayong business dyan sa Philippines, kailangan nyo ng proof of company registration issued by the DTI or Securities Exchange Commission, SEC registration of business. And then latest income tax return and business financial statement. Kapag kayo naman ay student or pupil, so nag-aaral pa lang kayo dyan sa Philippines, kailangan nyo ng proof of enrollment, certificate of leave absence kapag yung travel dates nyo ay during school year. Next document, proof of health insurance. The insurance policy has been taken out in your name. Of course, kailangan kayo po yung insured. Your insurance is valid throughout the Schengen area and for the duration of your stay. And kailangan po yung coverage niya ay at least 30,000 euros. So nakalagay dito including hospital care, emergency treatment, and repatriation. So kailangan covered po yun siya sa travel insurance nyo. If your insurer will not provide an official document of this nature, you should take out travel insurance with appropriate medical coverage for this trip with one that does. So meron po akong video kung saan ba kayo pwedeng kumuha ng travel insurance para sa Schengen visa, panoorin niyo po yun. And then next is visa, a visa or residence permit or passport which gives entry to your final destination after your visit to the Schengen area. So kapag ito po ay, for example, kapag after ng trip nyo sa Netherlands, ay pupunta kayo sa ibang bansa at hindi pa sa Pilipinas. For example, after ng Netherlands ay pupunta kayo ng UK, so dapat meron muna kayong UK visa to prove na mag-exit talaga kayo sa Schengen area and pupunta kayo doon sa next country na gusto nyong puntahan. Pero kung wala naman, kung for example sa Philippines talaga yung next destination nyo after ng trip sa the Netherlands, then ito po ay hindi kailangan. And then yung payment, yung visa fee, 90 euros po yung visa fee po nila ngayon as of November 5, 2025. 90 euros or mga approximately 6,100 pesos. So nakalagay po dito, please be aware of the following. You will not have your passport in your possession during the process of the visa application. Next, an application without the complete set of documents according to the above-mentioned checklist may result in a rejection of your visa application. So, dapat kumpleto po yung requirements nyo. Dapat makumpleto nyo yung nasa checklist. Next, in case of refusal, visa fees are not refundable. So, ayun po, sana ay clear po itong list of documents na kailangan yung i-prepare para sa Schengen visa application kung gusto nyong mag-visit sa Netherlands. So kung meron po kayong mga questions, i-comment nyo lang po. Kung meron kayong mga suggestions, clarifications, or kung ano pa man, i-comment nyo lang. And syempre, huwag nyo pong kalimutang i-like, i-share itong video kung sa tingin nyo po ay nakakatulong or makakatulong sa mga kakilala nyo, sa family nyo, then i-share nyo po. And syempre, huwag nyo pong kalimutang mag-subscribe for more informative videos like this. Thank you po for watching. Bye-bye!